Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the following problem from Mathcounts 2021. And let's get a quick read. So the greatest of three non-negative integers is one more than twice the sum of the other two integers. And the arithmetic mean of the three integers rounded to the nearest integer happens to equal the median of the set. And we are asked to find the product of the three integers. Okay. But let's start with writing down what we know, and then we go from there. So we know we have three non-negative integers. So let's say the numbers are x, y, and z. And let's say x is the smallest and y is the biggest. So it gets larger as we progress down the alphabet. So we have a couple sentences here that we want to basically convert from words to numbers to equations. So the first is the greatest of the three non-negative integers, which is z, is equal to, right, is means equals, 1 more than, which is just 1 plus, 2 times the sum of the other two. So we have z equals 1 more than twice the sum of x plus y. And then the other thing we have, the arithmetic mean of the three integers rounded to the nearest integer happens to equal the median. So we know the median is y, right? Because it's the middle number. And this is equal to the arithmetic mean rounded to the nearest integer. So this is equal to x plus y plus z over 3. And we can just say approximately equal, right? We just know that this is rounded to the nearest integer, right? Okay, so we want to find, now let's just write down what we want to find, which is x, y, z. So this is the end goal. Okay, so with a question like this, we aren't given very many numbers. Most of our equations are just in terms of variables. So let's start manipulating this and see what we can figure out. So the first equation is pretty clear cut, right? There's no ambiguity. But this second equation right here, this is kind of problematic because it's hard to deal with rounding or approximations, right? So we want to see if we could figure out a way to take this information and rewrite it so that there's no approximation, right? And one way we could do this is we know z in terms of x and y, right? Right here, this equation tells us z is some value in terms of x and y. So if we plug this in to the expression x plus y plus z over 3, what do we get? We get x plus y plus 1 plus, so we want to basically substitute for z, 2 times x plus y over 3. And if we simplify this, we get x plus y plus 1 plus 2x plus 2y over 3. Right, now the x and the 2x become 3x. The y and the 2y becomes 3y. So you have 3x plus 3y plus 1 over 3. And now this is kind of nice because we could basically write this as x plus y plus 1/3, right? And now if you recall, the problem said that our three non-negative integers, x, y, and z. So we know x plus y has to be an integer because x and y are both integers, which means x plus y is also an integer. So this means we basically have some integer plus 1/3, right? So because the problem said that y is equal to the mean that's rounded to the nearest integer, we can just basically chop off this 1/3 because this is going to get rounded. Because x plus y plus 1/3 will be something like 5 and 1/3 or 10 and 1/3, right? And basically if you round this, you just get 5 or you get 10, which is just our x plus y component. So basically we have that, if we go back to our equation that was giving us some trouble, x plus y plus z over 3, we can just rewrite this as x plus y, and then over 3. Or actually, no, not even over 3, just x plus y, right? We found x plus y plus 1/3 is equivalent to that expression. So we know that y is equal to x plus y. So y is equal to x plus y. And what does this mean? X is equal to 0. Okay, so now we have x, but we still don't know anything about y and z. And now we're kind of stuck, right? Because we have two equations and it seems like we used both of them. So it might be kind of confusing where to go from here. So now this is a time when I would go back and read the question again, because maybe we missed something, or maybe we're not using everything they gave us in the question, right? So let's read it from the top. The greatest of three non-negative integers, we use the fact that's non-negative, right? Let's just underline everything that was important that we ended up using. So we already used the fact it's a non-negative integer. We used this statement, one more than twice the sum of the other two integers. Okay, we've used the statement about the arithmetic mean of the three integers, and we also took care of the rounding part, right? So that's done. And they're asking us for the product. So now, we want to find x times y times z. But we know x is 0. So if you think about it, you'll realize y and z don't matter. Y and z could be anything, but our product will be 0. And why is that? It's because, as we all know, 0 times anything is 0. So it really doesn't matter what y and z are, which is why we don't bother finding them. We just needed to find x. And once we got that that was 0, we have x, y, z is just equal to 0 times yz, which is 0. And so 0 would be our final answer. And that is all for this question. So we would write down 0 and move on. So that should conclude this problem. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. And if you found the video helpful, please leave a like or subscribe. It really helps us out. And that should be all for today. So I will see you again tomorrow at the same time with another question. Thanks to everyone for joining.